All right. Well, with as much degenerate sex going on out there,
all right,
it begs the question: Is masturbation destroying the climate?
What? The climate?
The climate.
Is this fucking John Kerry's thing now?
I would think it'd be more an Al Gore thing.
It's Al Gore working masturbation into the picture here.
Sure.
Jesus. All right. I don't even know where this is going, but let's hear it.
All right. A chilling result of a study released by Brother Lonnie's University of Faith Facts.
Brother Lonnie's University of Faith Facts.
Yes.
This sounds like a legitimate college if ever I've heard of one.
And the Foundation for a Better Tomorrow, entitled Masturbation Residue and Its Effects on the Global Climate.
You've got to be kidding.
Residue.
People are studying fucking jizz spray.
Yes.
That's really what they're studying.
Yeah, they're studying snail trails.
Ugh. Fucking collector on that job.
Yeah, all they got to use is a black light, and they go, "Yep, there's some."
Yeah, let's scoop it up.
Right.
Yuck.
It outlines the direct impact of masturbator and its filth on the peaceful, God-fearing, innocent peoples of the world and all of God's creation.
Jesus Christ. I'm fucking nuts in this one. Holy smokes.
Don't be blowing your jizz all over the place. You're causing global climate.
Why aren't I hearing that in the debates? Why aren't the debates, I could just see Donald Trump up there stumping for this.
Yeah.
I am against masturbation.
You people who keep blowing your loads and leaving your film all over the place, you're causing global warming.
I married several times to hot women so that I wouldn't ruin the climate with masturbation.
Exactly. The masturbation residue film particles, or MRFP.
MRFP.
Is that some MRFP over there? Get that black light over here.
Jesus Christ.
The masturbation residue film particle.
Is it better if a girl gives you a handy?
No, because you're still blowing out, loads of.
So it's really not masturbation; it's just coming.
Well, yeah, because you're not depositing it in a human receptacle.
What about if you come on her tits?
I don't know. I don't know. We'll find out. Let's see.
All right.
The MRFP is the pollutant. It's a pollutant now.
A pollutant.
That clogs both air and water and has been proven to cause Down syndrome.
Well, I guess there is truth to that, because every single kid ever, 100% of children with Down syndrome
came from cum. Right.
So there's absolute truth to that. It is a part of Down syndrome. I agree.
It causes Down syndrome, abnormalness, and Australianism.
Well, God knows I don't want to end up like Tim.
Yes.
Fuck that.
This minuscule particle is what happens to sexual fluids after a heathen self-rapes.
Self-rapes now?
Self-rapes.
I thought rape was something that was done unwillingly.
Well, can't rape the willing.
Apparently you can if you're self-raping.
You're self-raping. And it evaporates into the air and dissolves into the water supply.
Well, what if you wipe it on the sheet?
Well, you got to wash the sheet.
Maybe.
So that, maybe.
Every once in a while you just chisel it off and get a new one.
MRFP have also been speculated to cause all known types of epidemic cancer.
Okay.
Cum is powerful.
I never knew cum was this dangerous.
Yeah, it's acidic fluid.
Jeez,
Just
man.
don't get it in your eye or your hair. You're definitely go blind or bald.
This is just another fucking ridiculous study from, what was this called? Fucking the
Brother Lonnie's University of Faith Facts and the Foundation for a Better Tomorrow.
Get the fuck out of here.
Brother Lonnie. Lonnie.
Fuck out of here.
Let me see here. In addition to extreme toxicity, no wonder girls don't want to swallow.
Yeah, whatever.
I think
that's the reason.
The MRFP have been found to physically alter the properties of air itself, making it impossible to regulate heat correctly and thus ruining the climate indefinitely.
That's why they choke.
Right.
Because the air gets changed.
Exactly. Ridiculous and terrifying weather scenarios depicting El Niños, polar vortexes, snow apocalypse, fire tsunamis, and even fire tsunami sharknadoes.
Wow, sharknadoes.
Sharknadoes.
Wow.
Have been simulated at BLUFF, Computational Science Center and Animal Rendering Centers to within 75% accuracy.
So what you're saying is that any area with a high concentration of kids aged about 13 to 17 gonna cause an environmental fucking problem.
Yeah, it's an environmental disaster if these kids are just blowing loads.
Well, they are. They're 13 to 17 years old.
They're whacking off.
I mean, dude, when you were 13 to 17, weren't you fucking spanking
it
5 times a day?
Of course.
That's what you did.
You were learning to use that thing.
Oh, yeah. The worst thing anybody ever did was shook my hand.
Sure. You're just whacking off.
Fuck yeah. I could have stuck my hand in a donut box and no one would have known the difference.
Right.
Fucking gross.
Sure. But apparently it's a problem.
Maybe I'm wrong here. I think that study might be not true.
Okay.
I'm not buying into the validity of it. And even if it is true, let's say for the sake of argument it is true. I'm going to say that cum is less deadly than the radiation coming out of Tokyo. Just a theory of mine. But the plant meltdown that they had, the nuclear power plant meltdown in Japan, I'm going to say is putting far more pollution than cum into the atmosphere.
I'm thinking this study probably comes from Brother Chris's University of Faith Facts.
Well, it could very well be.
Mm-hmm.
That's where my study comes from.
Sure.
Brother Christopher.
Just be real careful. Wear a rubber and don't do drugs. What can I say?
Thank you, Stephen.
Right. Ridiculous and terrifying weather scenarios. I already read that. Most Lonvidians.
Lonvidians? What is that?
That's a person who attends the Brother Lonnie's University of Faith Facts.
They have a name for their.
Well, it's like it's like David Koresh. They were the Davidians, weren't they?
So they're the Lon. This is a fake story.
Yeah, these are the Lonvidians.
This is not a real story. I'm doubting this story. First you had Sharknadoes, and now we got Lonvidians. This is not a real story.
Most Lonvidians and normals need have no concern, as they are heavily entrenched in their Lonnie Child's approved bunkers and are impervious to the weather, but the heathens and non-normals are advised to panic heavily and purchase immense quantities of bottled water and K rations.
Come on, dude. Lonvidians right now.
The Lonvidians. Look at Brother Lonnie's University of Faith Facts. LONNIE apostrophe S.
Oh, it came right up.
Brother Lonnie's University of Faith Facts.
You have a real website?
Hello, Sister Jezebel. This is Brother Tom from St. Lonald's, or St. Brother Lonald's University of Fairfax, Ohio mission. Right now,
Wait a minute. This kook's in Ohio?
Yeah, of course, they're all in Ohio.
God damn it. Is he dead, Lonnie?
Well, at least it's not Florida this time.
Is Brother Lonnie dead?
I don't know who Brother Lonnie is.
Farewell message here. Let me go to that one.
Well, friends, brothers, sisters in Christ, I'm speaking to you from a hospital room in Lima, Ohio.
Lima?
He's in Lima.
Lima is a dump.
Let's hear more of what Brother Lonnie has to say.
And the event is, we just got news today that do nothing more. I may last 6 days, maybe. Anyway, 3 days to 6 days.
So Brother Lonnie's dead because this was posted in February of 13. So he only had 6 days then.
Yeah, Brother Lonnie is gone.
You want to hear more of Brother Lonnie?
I do. I want to hear what happened to Brother Lonnie.
Let's hear what he says.
If we go in with a medical intervention of draining my kidneys because they have ceased to work, I could possibly gain another very, very few days. But I have been in no pain, and with medical intervention, they may push the pain buttons, and so the remaining days may be painful. I have chosen not to go the painful route.
Maybe he shouldn't have been draining his balls the way he wants these kidneys drained.
Right. Did you ever have you ever seen the movie Office Space?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Remember the guy with the stapler?
Oh yeah, the mumbler guy.
Yeah. This guy sounds like that guy. I get my paycheck, and that's my stapler, and it's my stapler.
Right. Oh, you want some more of Brother Lonnie?
Yeah, that's who the guy sounds like.
Yeah, he does. It's only another minute or so of
this
douchebag. All right, here we go.
There is one thing we're going to do to assist in this, and that's high-dose vitamin C, which we may take. We don't know what that'll do. The doctors have not used it at all. And so they're trying to scout out some. They don't even have a batch on hand. So anyway, there was the choices that lay before me. And of course, if you may be seeing me, and I'm already over on the other side, waiting for you. And there's
brother. He's already earned his wings.
Right.
He's waiting for us. What a fool.
Yeah, he sounds like Milton from Office Space.
Yeah.
Yeah, Milton, I'm going to have you move to the cubicle in the back. Yeah, but you said I could stay here.
Yeah, well, no. Here's more of our brother Lonnie.
The possibility, of course, that this whole episode turns out to be a wonderful drama that we have experienced, and God has brought me out of it, and I am no longer suffering, but God, rather, the healer has come on the scene, which I have to admit, even though the doctors say 4, 5, 6 days, God is still a healer. That part doesn't make any difference. That's an educated medical decision they have made, and God bless them for it. But there is a higher doctor, Dr. Jehovah God, that...
Did he say Dr. Jehovah God?
Dr. Jehovah God.
Really?
Yeah. I've never had an appointment with Dr. Jehovah God, have you?
Mm-mm.
He's a higher God. Maybe we couldn't afford him.
It's like a surgeon cutting for the very first time.
All right, let's finish up with this boob.
That can very well come on the scene and just change the whole situation, which I have to admit, that's what I'm hanging on to, and that's what I'm believing for. And I've preached Jesus as a healer. I've seen him all of my life as a minister, being a healer, watched wonderful supernatural things. Mm-hmm. And so I have no reason to doubt his promises are true, just as they are stated in the scripture.
And that's it.
Well,
that's it from Brother Lonnie.
Well,
and then the next video is Brother Donnie Reagan's tribute to Brother Lonnie Jenkins. So I'm He died.
I'm thinking that's the guy who married me.
Lonnie? Brother Lonnie hooked you up? Well, it's in Lima.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Did you go to Lonnie's Faith Hut or whatever this place is called?
No, I did not.
No?
I have to ask Stephanie about that. Hey, Stephanie, when you lived over there in Lima?
Yeah, do you know Brother Lonnie?
Yeah.
Did you know him? Did he cleanse you? Did he teach you the ills of masturbation?
Yeah. Did you know it causes climate change?
Yeah.
Since you're a squirter and all?
Yeah, exactly. You were killing it.
Right.
You killed the climate.
You're destroying the planet.
That's right. All that filthy air, that's from you.
Right. He does sound like Milton from Office Space, though.
How do you get a bunch of people together and say, you know what, we're going to study that. We're going to study cum now.
It's the same way that Art Schleister fleeced people out of hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars.
These guys wanted to study cum? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying that they are convincing enough that there's so many lost souls out there that they're willing to believe anything.
I'll equate it this way. When I was younger, in my 20s,
okay,
I bought every one of those stupid get-rich things. Every one of them. You know, I was the guy fucking trying to put small ads in magazines all over the country.
Sure, absolutely.
And I was the guy that fucking was trying to sell ab rollers and all this, you know, whatever bullshit you could think of that was there. I could get suckered into from watching it on a commercial. Okay? That being said, the minute somebody would have said to me, you know what? Now we're going to get into the world of cum, I'd have been out. And I was easily manipulated to buy all this other shit.
Yeah, but the thing is that you were not a religious zealot.
Oh, so you think it's about God?
Oh, absolutely.
God wants us to find cum.
There are some people out there that, you know, I was brought up in a very conservative religious household.
Okay.
Some of the people in my recollection
Sure.
that I attended church with, they were so ingrained in, you know, they were so ingrained in a ideology,
right,
that if somebody like this came along and sparked their intrigue, they would be a follower. I mean, look at L. Ron Hubbard. Okay,
yeah.
When I was in California 2 weeks ago, I went to Hollywood,
right,
and the Church of Scientology is right there on Sunset Boulevard.
Okay,
people are drawn into that stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, you think, oh man, L. Ron Hubbard and Scientology, what a crock of shit.
Sure,
but some people, and obviously they get a lot of followers.
Mm-hmm.
They go, holy shit, this is what I've been looking for.
Yeah, now I'm thinking about it, too. Ernest Angley.
Ernest Angley, he's right there in Akron.
I went and saw him once.
Yeah.
Not because I was trying to fucking find him. We actually went to goof on him, and we actually got kicked out for yelling.
I'm sure you did. But he bought out that Cathedral of Tomorrow that belonged to Rex Humbard.
Right.
You know.
And it's huge.
It is huge. I've been there several times.
It's fucking huge.
Yeah, it is. You know, and Ernest with his, and I looked up into the stars and I looked into the heavens and I saw all the stars, and God told me that each one of those stars represent the souls that are coming to you. And I say, yeah.
I always like when he put his hand on somebody and then he threw the fucking liver on the floor or whatever. Cancer be out! Cancer be out! And he throws some fucking raw meat or something on the stage, and then the best one ever was, I used to watch that shit all the time on TV and just laugh at how fucking dumb people
The guy
were.
had no neck.
He really didn't. But the ones that always got me was when they bring somebody out in a wheelchair, and then he would do all his bullshit, and he'd be like, when I put my hand on your head,
you're gonna walk.
I am going to take that broken back from you.
Right.
And he'd be like, heal! The guy get up and start fucking dancing.
Right. Well, the one that cracked me up were the people who were deaf.
Yeah.
And he'd walk up to them and he'd put his hand up to their ear and he'd go, repeat after me, baby. And they go, baby. You go, baby, baby,
Yeah.
baby, baby. And then all of a sudden they could say it clearly, you know?
Then they'd sing a song.
Right.
Then they'd be in there singing a hymn or some shit.
So is this so far-fetched that people go, and here's the other thing, a lot of people, you know, even in my own household, you know, you were taught that, oh man, you know, you don't masturbate, and that's sinful and wrong, and you know, there's some kind of retribution for that, and you're going to go to hell, and you know, it's the whole thing. If you do that, you're going to go blind.
Sure.
Well, people who are steeped in that belief system, and this guy goes, you know what? Masturbation causes global warming. It's like, you know what? I fucking believe that.
Yeah.
You know, because it's wrong. I was told it was wrong ever since I was a kid, you know, and now I know the reason why it's wrong, because we're destroying the planet.
Yeah. So of course, something could be wrong with it, because your whole life you've been taught that it was bad. I guess.
Now you got a justification for why it was bad.
Yeah. Now you can yell at your kids in peace.
Yeah.
Stop jerking that dick. You're killing the Dolphins.
Exactly.
Christ.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Oh, man. I just think about some of that shit. I cannot imagine, even back when I was like 13, 14 years old. You know, dude, did you ever get caught by your mom jerking your dick?
No, I've never done that.
Yeah, I got caught. And you know what? I didn't even stop. I didn't even give a shit. I was like, whatever. She's like, what are you doing? It's like, what do you think? You know, and she yelled at me, and then my dad yelled at me, and so
Sure.
what? It didn't stop a damn thing.
So they yelled at you because why?
Because what am I doing? You know?
Yeah.
You know, but I would be willing to bet I jerked it that night after being yelled at. I
Sure.
bet anything. When I was 13 years old, fucking
Right.
A.
Yeah, but see, the thing is the whole stigma with the parents yelling at you for doing that
Of course.
led you to believe that that's wrong. Don't do that.
That's evil.
Right. It's evil.
Evil. And not in the Knievel kind of way.
Well, the three things that I was taught growing up that are evil:
yeah.
long hair is evil,
Okay, I'm 1 for 1.
black clothes are evil,
2 for 2.
and rock and roll is evil.
Wow, I'm a heathen.
I know.
So are you. Oh, you don't.
Absolutely.
Would they consider what you have now long hair?
Well, I am growing it out.
Yeah, it's not that long yet, though.
Not yet. But regardless of that, you knew me when I had really long hair.
Yeah, you had much longer than mine.
Yeah, it was down the middle of my back.
Yeah, it was long.
So, you know, yeah, of course. Wasn't acceptable.
So what? So did you take shit for that?
Oh, of course.
They didn't ever bring you to the barber and say, "All right."
No, this was after I was already moved out.
So when you were a kid, you never had long hair.
No, of course not. No way.
Mom wouldn't let that go.
No.
Right.
It's not happening in my house. Not under my roof, pal.
Right.